no joke.
Okay, so are you
familiar
with
the legendary Bruno Sammartino?
Are you aware that for a while he may have held something of a grudge against a certain Vincent K. McMahon? He was slightly bitter. And keep that in mind, and Bill Apter is going to tell you my favorite wrestling joke ever.
First of all, Bruno Sammartino, the voice is, you know something, doggone it, people ask me if I hate Mick Foley. I don't hate Mick Foley, I just hold a lot of animosity toward him. But this is the Bruno Umbrella, okay? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Vince.
Vince who?
Vince who ruined the business and put the boys in the trunks and told people wrestling was fake. This McMahon guy was... I do a lot of oldie people. Do you people remember the Grand Wizard of Wrestling? Yeah. Would have loved to have managed him. It would have been like this: when Mick Foley and the Grand Wizard of Wrestling get a hold of that little greaseball Pedro Morales, it's been your pleasure to hear the dulcet, round, pear-shaped. One more, and then I got to tell them the story. You see, when the Meccan dream doth erode, and all the little black babies, white babies, and Chinese babies go get down with Mick Foley and stupid stuff in the ground, if you will. All right, a little dusty, but the story I want to tell you about Mick Foley, okay? And many years ago, how old is your son Dewey now?
He's 20 now.
Dewey is 20, so Dewey was probably about 5 or 6 years old. And the phone rings. My wife and I are dead asleep.
About 2 in the morning.
About 2 in the morning. The phone rings. Actually, it was 2:15. I never forgot it. The phone rings, and it's him. And he says, Bill, Dewey can't go to sleep.
I think I said Bill. It's the hardcore legend Mick Foley called it.
That was right after you had cards printed that said hardcore legend. I remember that. He says, we're having trouble having Dewey go to sleep. Would you? I said, okay, I know what you want. Put him on the phone. Dewey gets on. Hello? He said, hello, Dewey, this is Cookie. Cookie is very tired and Cookie is going to sleep. So you have to go to sleep. So next thing out of Dewey's mouth is, can I talk to Ernie? Hi there, Dewey. Cookie and I are both going to sleep. So he went to sleep. That did it, right? So now years later, about 4 or 5 years later, we're in England. And I'm in the ring. We're in front of, 10,000 people?
At least 10,000, yeah.
In England. We're
almost double what's here tonight.
Almost double. Short of 9,999. So I'm in the ring going to present an award to him, but he's not in there yet. And one of the wrestling managers comes out and says, my guy, Alex Shane, deserves this. So all of a sudden, they're going to attack me. Mick Foley runs out, chases them out of the ring. He says to the 10,000 people, do you people know Bill Apter? They say, yes. They said, but what you don't know is that Bill Apter does the best Cookie Monster imitation in the universe. He gives me the microphone. Hello, England. This is Cookie. So later on in the evening, for his match, he comes out. I'm walking behind him, and there are 10,000 people chanting, Foley, Cookie, Foley, Cookie. So that's the...
Bill, here's our duet, okay?
Oh, what are we doing?
This is a true story. Some of you may know this from the book, but man, I wrote a chapter for the last book I did called Countdown to Lockdown. It was very meaningful to me. It was based on meeting somebody who touched my heart, and couldn't let go of that experience for like 6 months. Kept wondering why it had such a profound effect on me. And so I just was sitting in Dublin, Ireland. I wrote the following words on a piece of paper. Meeting Tori Amos. And like 3 days later, I finished this like 6,000 word essay based on meeting somebody for 5 minutes. And it turned out to be the best thing in the book. It changed my life. I became a volunteer, and she's the reason why you can type in the words hardcore legend, Hell in a Cell, and feminist and come up with my name. Okay? She's the reason. But I finished that chapter about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we had to get going to the airport at 6 a.m. Dublin, Ireland. And I started daydreaming, and I started thinking, like, wow, what would a song sound like if it was co-written with Jim Croce and Hulk Hogan? And so this is impromptu. It's impromptu, rather. It has not been rehearsed, even thought of. I'm going to do the Jim Croce song parts, and then you're going to throw in a Hulksterism, okay? It goes like this. No, absolutely not. No. There'll be some out here who might think you've overstayed your welcome already. If I could save time in a bottle.
Well, you know something, brother. Saving time in a bottle is not
The first thing that I'd like to do
because all the maniacs were coming to see the bottle, brother. So
is to save every day till eternity passes.
what you gonna do when the bottle, brother, runs off?
Away just to spend them with you. Thank you. Bill Apter, everybody. All right, man. All right, listen. I seriously, I do have a great